Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Crystalline Light. This is gonna be for Leo, second half of March. Hi Leo, how are you guys doing? Leo, in your sixth house of in your sixth house of Capricorn, we have the party going on. Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, Mars, and the South Node. So, in your house of, it's their house of relationships. It's your house of contracts, soul contracts. It's your house of enemy, hidden enemies. So, definitely some revising going on. That's pretty much for every sign right now. We're entering Aries season, which is the new year in the zodiac wheel and the spring equinox. So, we're cleaning up house. So, you're revising your relationships. Where are you not content? Where are you giving too much? Where you're not receiving enough? What have you gotten yourself into hastily out of like passion and impulsivity that you now realize you've maybe made a huge mistake, right? Or maybe offers that came your way and you let pass and now you're maybe a little bit regretful. So also in your seventh house of Aquarius, which, sorry, your sixth house is your house of service. I'm sorry. I just woke up. I know it's 12 though here. So your sixth house is your house of like service, your health, okay, and your pets as well. So, where your body, okay, where have you been overdoing it? Leo, you guys are very eager. You're always going. You're fire energy. You might be a little bit too. You might be overburned. You might have a burnout, physical or mental. You might have, again, it applies, had, acted impulsively. You might have been overgiving. It's the house of service, like, so, Leo, you're very loving and caring as well. So, where have you been taking advantage of? Where have you been giving so much of your energy, your time, your effort that you forgot about you, and it just somehow affected your health and affected your own let's say your own passions, where have you put stuff aside, your own happiness aside for others? Now, in your seventh house of Aquarius, we're going to have Saturn entering there. Mercury's there. It's direct. It's about to enter Pisces, your eighth house. So Saturn, though, in your sixth house is stationing in the 29 degrees of Capricorn, which is the most intense position for any sign in any planet in a sign. And Saturn is super intense, right? So it's very heavy energy right here. It's about to enter Aquarius, though, like I said, which is your seventh house of relationships and hidden enemies and contracts and soul contracts. So again, it applies. It's revising. Where have you been giving? Where have you, like, just like what I said before, where have you been neglecting yourself? Where have you overlooked things that were just staring you right in your face? But then with Mercury retrograde, that just passed, and that was in Pisces, which is your eighth house, I think you had the opportunity to have these things pop up and just stare you and scream at you. And I think you're finally listening to it. You're pausing, you're reflecting instead of being on the go all the time. Excuse me. Okay. We have Neptune over there. We had Neptune and Mercury retrograde and the sun. So lots of like smoke in the mirrors. Lots of illusions were there. But I think for you, Leo, was the opportunity to slow down because with those energies, there was no fighting it. So it had you facing whatever you had to face. Okay, Leo? It had you a little bit nostalgic or introspective, should I say. Now, in your 10th house of Taurus, we have Venus and Uranus. Now, your 10th house, again, is about contracts, right? Leo, I think a lot of you, it's about contracts, about past karma, really strong relationship structures in your life. So, Leo, I feel like for you guys, this is all about relationships here. You guys are looking at things you've overlooked, where you've like maybe gotten a little bit too passionate and emotional and believed in things that were not actually there. Okay, things that were not in your best interest and you kind of acted impulsively. That's what you're dealing with right now, the repercussions of that. So, Leo, let's do this. We're going to get a numinous astro deck from Ruby Warrington and Beth Matassa first. Okay, for my Leos. I hope you guys are doing okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. You know the drill. Help my channel grow. I would appreciate so much. Thank you, guys. All right, Spirit. What do we have for Leo, please? Second half of March. Leo Spirit. Second half of March. You know, Leo, it's good to be passionate about life, eager, and just to want pleasure and beauty and just, you know, emotions running high, but sometimes you have to pause and reflect so you don't get yourself in trouble, Leo. And also, maybe you've been neglecting people and things because you've been a little bit too eager. Okay, Spirit, what do I have for Leo, please? Second half of March. Leo, second half of March. Virgo, the Alchemist, which is your second house. So like I said, who have you been having around you that's just been taking advantage of you? Okay. Where have you been neglecting your health? I feel like there's a lot of like fatigue around you, feeling fatigued, you know, emotionally and physically, because you've been running a lot. And then this, I think Neptune and Mercury retrograde has brought a lot of, like I said, nervousness and apprehension and just a little bit of stress on you, Leo, because it was in your 8th house, right? So there's a time for it's a time for discernment for Leo. Slowing down and kind of like just looking at things, you know, like what is the verdict? What is let's see, let's pinpoint what's not working right now. Okay, how can we change things? You know, how can we lift the loads off of our shoulders? Where have you been overgiving, Leo? Okay, now let's get some energy oracles from Sandra and Taylor for Leo, please, Spirit. You know, and Virgo is all about health, though, guys, okay? Mother Earth, health, being grounded, your diet, your physical body. I don't know why for Leos I feel a lot of, you're realizing that maybe you have been not paying so much attention to your vessel. Okay, that's what I feel for Leos. And overgiving. I feel that very, very strongly for Leo. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Leo? That's a lot of cards. What do you have for Leo, please? Okay, we have 2 cards. I'm going to take them because they flipped and I'm called to take them here. So we have action. This is what you've been doing. You're all about action, fire energy, right? This is what you've been doing. I mean, maybe since like last year, since this time last year, you've been running and going. You know, maybe being a little bit too scattered and just wanting to do a bunch of things at once, you know, and that's what I was saying in the beginning of the reading. That's that energy I was feeling for you guys. Now you are asked to slow down. See, we have the 3rd chakra, Archangel, we have not the 3rd chakra, we have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, okay, which is your crown chakra. It's time to pause and reflect and sort those ideas in your mind, stop the mind and try to quiet the mind and listening to what your body, listening to those voices that you've like not had time to listen to because you've been running so much. Okay, there's a need to reflect right now, Leo. And sorting the mind. You need to sort your mind. You've been scattered. That's what I said. You've been scattered. And you maybe not have had realized how it was impacting your physical body. Okay, and I think now, like I said, Neptune and Mercury retrograde and, you know, in Pisces in your 8th house had you stop and you were forced to stop and you discovered lots of things that were not actually working. And you're like, wow, how did I overlook that? You know, you've overlooked a lot of things and now you're beginning to look at them. It might be a little bit annoying, a little bit stressful because it's just a lot coming at you all at once, I feel, okay? Let's get some tarot. We're going to enter Aries season, guys. Remember, it's your 9th house. It's about like expansion. There's a need to expand right now. There's a need to revise and expand and look at better ways to do things. Right, Leo? See? This is what you've been doing all over the place, scattered, confused. It's the time you need to sort it out. You need to reevaluate and see what is worth your time, your energy. There's an organization that needs to be put in place here. You need to see through things, okay? All right, Spirit, what do we have for Leo, please? Second half of March. And listen to your intuition. Listen to your, stop, pause, and reflect. Get those downloads. Get those information. Listen to your, listen. You need to stop and listen, okay? Because you will find the answers. It's within you. But if you don't quiet the body, and the mind, you're not going to get the information. Your body's trying to speak to you, okay? Spirit is trying to connect with you. Your higher self, your inner child, it doesn't have a problem because you're always connected to your inner child. That's what you're all about. But what is your higher self saying? Okay, Leo? What is your higher self saying? There's a need for balance here. All right, Spirit. What do we have for Leo? Second half of March. Oh, here we go. Hierophant and Death. See? Changing up the old ways of doing things. Changing these old structures. Old belief systems. Okay. That it hasn't been working. It hasn't been working. Hierophant with the seven chakra Uriel is the same thing. It's that spiritual connection. You need to connect again, Leo, to your higher self. You need to change it up. You've been doing things maybe to appear a certain way to people, or people have had high expectations of you. See the star, you need to heal. This is all about healing. Death. Three major arcanas off the gate here. Hierophant, Death, and the Star card. Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You need to heal your body. You need to heal your mind. You need to take time for yourself, Leo. You need to go within, stop, and reflect. And there's a new cycle that needs to begin here. You need to let go of the old cycle, the old way of doing things. I feel like because you were forced, or because there was an image you were trying to keep up with, your reputation, or wherever you wanted to look up to it, because people were looking up to you. You were the rock, you were the sunshine. But meanwhile, was it beneficial? Was this for you, or was this for them, the outside people? Okay, was it for you, or was it for them? Them being them, anyone. Let's get some more cards. Three major arcana. There's a need for change here, Leo. Then you have the King of Cups. He's very emotionally stable. He is, he can be a little bit emotionally dramatic, maybe indulging too much. Maybe you've been indulging a lot, Leo. Lots of partying maybe going on. I don't know. Because the Alchemist, I don't know why the Alchemist, and this King of Cups, it's like partying a little bit too much. Action, maybe going in too many different directions, and socializing a little bit too much. I think, Leo, you need to be in hermit mode right now. Okay, King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. King of Cups, I'm feeling right here is someone, in this situation for you, Leo, is someone that's like very strong or whatever, but that uses substances to cope, or this to cope because it's overwhelming. See the Tower again, Scorpionic energy, Pluto. There's a need to change here. You have Pluto, and you have the Death card, and you have the Tower. Who had this? Gemini had this as well. Maybe you have Gemini in your chart. Gemini needed a closure from a relationship that was just lingering and that was affecting them more than they even realized. For you, though, I don't feel like it's a relationship. Maybe it is. Look at this. We have Two of Cups. Maybe it is a relationship, but maybe it is a contract that you've been just like, it's a good contract. I mean, because it's a soul contract. So you guys are on the same level. It's respectful. It's honest. It's compassionate. You guys want the same thing. But I think you've lost your way because you've just, you've lost yourself. I feel like you've lost yourself, Leo, along the way. Okay. And you started just like acting mechanically like a robot, just going, not having discernment with no clarity. There was lack of clarity here. There's a need to heal. There's a need to not follow anymore, okay? And when you're following, it's because you're not putting your mind, your heart into it. You're just like putting one or the other, It's not balanced. So there's a need to heal here, Leo, okay? Because this soul contract might be hindered if you don't do that. Or it's a soul contract that, there are soul contracts that are karmic. So maybe it's a karmic soul contract that needs to go, that has run its course. Okay, Leo? And you have to make a decision now to let it go. To let it go. Because there's definitely some healing needed, or something is definitely off here, Leo, that needs your attention. Okay, let me just say that. Something needs your attention, Leo. Something that you've been doing mechanically, because that's what was expected of you, and it's no longer working, and it's affecting your physical body and your emotional body. Okay, Leo, you have to ask yourself, is this worth it? What is this? Is it worth it? Is it in my best interest? Okay, does it make me happy? Okay, and stop numbing what your voice is saying, okay? What your inner voice is saying, because I'm sure it's trying to talk to you, but you're numbing it somehow. You're running away from it, okay, Leo? All right, let's see. Could be a marriage. See, you need some discernment. King of Swords. You need some discernment. You need to put your foot down. You need to speak your truth. You need to rebalance the scales here. Something is off. It's tipping in the wrong direction. It's tipping into overwhelmingness. It's tipping into unbalance. It's unhealthy. Something's unhealthy here, Leo. And it needs to be revised, changed, transformed, or let go. Okay? Because that, see, again, 7 of Swords. When I was pre-shuffling, remember? 5 of Swords, sorry. You need to speak up. We had the 7 of Swords, right? Remember, there's some sorting out to do here. There's some... Leo, you need to look at something and finally get to it. You need to make a choice here. You need to speak up and understand that this is maybe not working. And let it go. You need to let it go. 6 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we have a lot of air here with the clarifiers. This is the Los Carabera, by the way. Lots of Scorpio, lots of Aquarius. Okay, lots of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio going on over here. Leo. So, pretty much all the signs. So 6 of Cups is nostalgia. 6 of Cups is like looking back, Maybe, like I said, it's being like, it's your inner child. It's your, what you love, what reminds you of your childhood, your innate passion, okay? I feel like you've lost touch with that person. You've lost touch with your inner child because you've been like just going along, You've been going along. What do you want, Leo? What do you want, okay? You've lost sight of and touch of what you really want, what makes you happy. Okay, Leo. All right, or maybe this was a childhood relationship that that's why it's so comfortable, but yet are you happy? I don't think you are. Okay, maybe this is a childhood, this is somebody you're with that you've known since you guys were children, or adult, teenagers, and you guys got married, or it's a business you have with like childhood friends, high school friends, whatever. This is somebody you know very well, and maybe that's why it's like so hard for you to see, actually, to be able to separate the two, and be like, okay, this is not working, although we have so many common, so many things in common, although emotionally the feeling is there, but maybe partnering up, it's not working, because then you have the 9 of Pentacles. It's time to claim your independence, because that is where your growth is. That's where your abundance is. Leo, you do very well. You do very well by yourself. You are self-sufficient. It's time you rekindle with that, okay? And Attachment. There's attachment here. Basically, there's attachment that needs to be worked on here. You need to cut the cords. Basically, you need to cut the cords. It's affecting your health. It's not working. It's not going anywhere anymore. Doesn't mean and don't be scared. It doesn't mean you guys are gonna not be around each other anymore, or that the relationship is just gonna fall apart. But you need to detach in order to have a better relationship, whatever this is. Okay. It'll be more beneficial than you can imagine. Don't look at the negative sides. Don't get into the shadow energy of it. Like you're scared that you're going to lose the person or lose whatever, lose your reputation, lose face. But you have to do what's best for you, Leo. Okay, basically, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. All right, let's get a Earth Magic from Stephen D. Farmer now. For Leo, please, Spirit. Earth Magic, Stephen D. Farmer. Leo, there's attachment. This attachment needs to be broken. You need to detach for the sake of it. For the sake of it. You need to detach for the sake of it, okay? Okay, let's see. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice, okay? Listen to you. Listen to your body. This is not working for you, Leo. And you turned a blind eye, I feel, okay? I Spirit, what's good for Leo, please? From the Earth Magic, Stephen D. Farmer, second half of March. Vision Quest. Okay, it's dry. It's the desert. It's not, there's no growth here. It's time for a new cycle. It's time for the vision. It's time for your vision. You guys maybe got together. Like I said, it could be love. It could be contract, just work contract or whatever. Partnerships. Okay, let's call it partnerships. And remember, guys, your 10th house of partnerships is Taurus. Venus and Taurus. It's about, and Uranus. It's like changing it up. What is it you love? What is working for you? What is not working for you? You need to face it. Where are you attached? Just attached. And it's not, there's no growth. And then also remember, what did I say? Leo, remember that your seventh house, what was I saying? Okay, I'm all confused now. Yeah, your sixth house is Capricorn, which is your house of like giving, of service, right? Where have you been giving too much, to the situation here? And it's a dead end. Well, it's a dead end. We have the Tower and we have the Death card. It's a dead end. Okay? It's a dead end. And then in your seventh house of relationships, again, there's Saturn entering. Definitely there needs to be a change here, Leo. Okay, this is not working. It's desert. It's a desert. There's no growth there anymore. There's no growth. Okay? You're not even happy and you know it. So, and you're all about being happy. It's like something died down here. It died down because of a reason. Leos keep going and going and going. Like the Duracell battery. But I feel like your batteries are not charged anymore because you don't feel like it anymore. And like I said, you're just like on autopilot. You're on autopilot. When Leo's in autopilot, I mean, there's definitely something wrong. That's your cue right there for revision. You're in autopilot. Leo in autopilot, it doesn't exist. Leo's all about action. But something has stopped here. Something has stopped. There's no growth. Okay? You ask yourself the right questions, Leo, okay? Spirit, what do we have for Leo from the Sacred Destiny? Dennis Lynn, please. Second half of March. It's dry. I'm hearing it's dry. You need to reconnect with your emotions. Reconnect with your yin. Introspection and detach. Think about you, You need to be happy again. You deserve to be happy again. You're the life of the zodiac. You're the life of the party. What can we do without Leo? We can't. We need Leos, right? All right, Leo. Let's see. From the Sacred Destiny Spirit for Leo, second half of March. Yep, you need to reclaim your power. Something has to give. Something has to give here. You need to reclaim your power. You need to find that spark again. Okay? I told you, you're an autopilot. You're an autopilot right now. You need to find that spark again, Leo. Okay? And then with this death card and this tower, it's in your face. You can't avoid it anymore. It's here. You're going to make it or break it. And you got to break it, basically. That's what I'm saying. You have to break it. You can't make it anymore. The only other option is to break it. Okay, I know it's tough, it's difficult, but like I said, don't worry. You will see that it's going to be beneficial. You're going to be like, wow, I should have done that so, like, a long time ago. Because being in this energy, it's no good. That's what's going to bring resentment. Not wanting to face, not wanting to hurt people's feelings, not being scared of the outcome of this separation, this detaching. It's just going to hinder. It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. It's just going to get worse right now. Nip it in the bud and now. Okay, Leo? All right, Wisdom Oracle. Colette Baron read for Leo, please. Second half of March. TikTok, it's time. Like I said, it's going to just get worse here. Okay? It's definitely time. With the Tower and the Death card, it's a time, Leo. It's time for action. It's time. It's time now. It's time to speak your truth. King of Swords. It's time to clean it up. You know, lots of relationships. It's just not you. Lots of relationships, contracts, whether they're soul contracts or just business contracts. Lots of them are falling apart here, okay? They're more so falling apart than just being put in place right now. This is all, we're all doing that. We're all cleaning up here. We're all like letting go of things in our lives that no longer serve us. We're getting ready for this new cycle that's coming. And that's the way it should be. And I know it's hard. Nobody likes to do that, but it's necessary, all right? Okay, let's get a crystal, Leo. Okay. Let's see. Crystal Oracle. Crystal reading cards. Rochelle Charman for Leo. Let's see what crystal can help you here, Leo, okay? I'm going to get a soul journey for you as well. Let's see. Excuse me. Leo. It's time. It's time to break the ties. Spirit, what do I have for Leo, please? Second half of March. There's a lot of cards there. Flipping. Okay. Leo Spirit. Second half, it's a lot. This ancient wisdom wants to come out. Ancient wisdom with the seventh chakra. Very fitting. See, you need to ask yourself the right questions, Leo. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Emotional healing. The Awakening Crystal Master Teacher card. Leo, it's time to wake up. It's time to heal. The Star card. It's time to heal from this, okay? It's time to really look at what's important here and what it's doing. What is up? It's time to wake up. Leo, it's time to wake up. I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. I feel like Leo has been in a daze right now. Like I said, you've been just like hypnotized. But the thing is that you've hypnotized yourself. You've numbed yourself. You've shut out your feelings. Leo shutting out their feelings. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You've shut out your feelings. You've turned your feelings off. It's time to heal those emotions. And know that you have to do what's best for you. It's time to break the ties, Leo. It's time. Very similar kind of energy to Gemini. Go and watch that if you have a Gemini in your chart, meaning rising or moon, or if you are dealing with a Gemini, okay? It's time to break the ties, Leo. It's time to have the talk. And it's gonna be what's best. Believe me, it's what's best. I know it's scary, but it is what's best. You need to heal. You need to reclaim your power here, Leo. There's something you've lost yourself here. You need to heal. Okay, and you need to reclaim your power and just be who you are. That self-sufficient, being, you know, that powerful, solar, beautiful, in and out being, okay? All right, let's get a soul's journey to see. Soul's journey, please, for Leo, Spirit. This is Stephen Von Prague. Soul's journey. Let's see where you're, like, you know, being attached. Where are you being tied down here? What is it? What is the problem? What is the affirmation for Leo? What do they need to work on? What is this? What is hindering them? What is, like, keeping them held back? Keeping them from moving forward, okay? What is this that's tying them down? What is this emotion that they need to let go of? Spirit, show us clearly for Leo. This card needs to come out. Adversity. Yes, you don't want to. You know, Leo doesn't like those emotions. Leo doesn't like to confrontation. Doesn't like having to say how they feel if it's a feeling that's not positive, right? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. You have to, because you're in a challenging position. I know you are. It's difficult. You do not like being in this position. But Leo, I told you, this is the best thing for both parties. Okay? This is the best thing for both parties. Okay, Leo, don't worry. There will be no adversity. If you speak from your heart, the other person or the other party is going to respond accordingly. And you know how to speak from a place of compassion and love. Okay? And I think they see you that you're not yourself as well. So maybe they're thinking the same thing you are, you know, and what do you know? Maybe they are afraid. Maybe you guys, you know, there will be a coming together and realizing that this is not working anymore. That there's no growth. Maybe there'll be more growth if you each go your separate ways. You know, the relationship will be even stronger, you know. I feel like this is somebody or, you know, somebody, okay, whether it's in love or partnership at work or whatever, you know, that you guys were very close, and somehow being in a partnership was exciting in the beginning, right? But now it's just started getting in the way of that soul connection you guys have, okay? And you don't want to lose that because it's a beautiful soul connection. But sometimes in order to save that connection, you have to separate. You understand? Does that make sense? Okay, Leo, I love you guys. Take care. Take your time. Ask yourself the right questions, all right? I know you know something is off. I know you know, okay? So I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Take care.